What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be cracking into my S14 and getting it ready for Matsuri, which is next weekend. We've got about a week and a half to do everything that we need to get done on this car before I take it down to Timaru. We're gonna be taking it down a couple of days before Matsuri and we're gonna be getting it retuned because we have quite a few things that I wanna do to this car. We're gonna be swapping out the old coil packs for R35 GDR coils. We're also gonna be putting a Synco manifold on this with a 44mm wastegate. A few other things that we're gonna be doing, a new water pump, and we're gonna be redoing the timing kit. Just maintenance stuff. Today I'm gonna start pulling it all apart. I wanna get the whole front of the car off essentially and start stripping down the front of the motor so we can take off the old water pump and the old timing kit and get the new water pump and new timing kit on. Earlier today I went and picked up those off Ash at Thrash Garage. So we have a brand new water pump. We got new NSK tensioners and I also picked up a Gates Racing timing belt. While we're in there, got some new cam seals as well. Just may as well do them. Just undone the drain plug for the radiator, draining out the coolant. So now I'm gonna set the camera up and I'm just gonna time lapse the whole process of, pulling everything apart. It's got the front of the motor all stripped down and I got the old cam seals out and I've just put the new ones in. Good thing I did decide to replace them because the old ones were leaking quite bad, especially on the intake side here. You can see a lot of oil that's all gunked up from it leaking for however long. So now I'm going to start putting everything all back together. And old ball baggers has showed up.
Here we have Joel about to penetrate a cam with a cam gear.
Isn't it penetrate the cam gear with the cam? Because technically the cam's going
it's been
inside
a long day.
Boy,
that just makes
jokes.
you gayer. You gotta correct me. Not that we have anything against gay people.
Anthony does for some reason.
Oh.
Nah, it's just jokes, kids. So here we have me putting the cam gear on, tightening it up.
I wonder if you've ever seen...
This is a trigger kit.
Oh, I wonder if you've ever seen Joel do this before.
Probably saw it like 5-6 videos ago when we did Billy's motor.
Yep. That's okay because this is drift car. This is cool.
One thing annoying about these trigger kit wheels is they don't allow you to put the socket, like there's not enough room for you to get the socket like all the way on.
Yeah.
And when you do, it doesn't want to come back out.
You're literally pushing the... I don't know if... Oh, you probably can't see it on camera. He's pushing the car just to get that on. We'll give them stick legs.
Mate, you don't know about big cars.
Nah.
Alright, I forgot what these talk to specs, so bear with me for 5 minutes while I look this up.
That is not the correct angle.
Oh, no, it's starting to slip on it. Oh, this is so annoying how they make these trigger kits like this. This is what happens when you buy China ones. This was recommended to me by my tuner, and I regret buying it.
Chew, Jeff.
Y'all should do.
Talk specs are for nerds.
And cause when I was talking this, I had nothing holding the actual cam. I gotta rotate it back to where it needs to go. Now the cam is back in time.
Speak, bitch.
Brand new water pump. New gasket. Even comes with new studs for the water pump. How good. New water pump in packaging. New water pump out of packaging.
Now you just turn it around and show off the goods. Cheer. I feel like the Japanese knew what they were doing when they designed that. It was just being funny, and they went with it.
Now this isn't a necessity, but I really don't want this to leak. So I don't always trust gaskets. I'm gonna put a really thin layer of grey RTV on the motor and on the pump. I went through and cleaned this up before with Scotch-Brite. Made sure the surface was real good. I don't know if you guys could tell from the time lapse, but when I pulled the water pump off, it actually didn't have a gasket before. Whoever had done the water pump in the past had just used RTV. It's not the worst thing in the world, but what I also think they did is, if you're going to use RTV, especially only RTV, you need to like nip the bolts up and then let the RTV cure before you actually do the final tighten. Because otherwise, when you tighten it, you just push it all out. The other good thing about using a little bit of RTV is it acts as a glue to help the gasket stick to the motor, especially when it's bent like this one is. Came from factory like that. How good.
A water pump is like a supercharger, but for pushing water around the motor.
Did you come up with that one all by yourself?
Yeah. It was my shower thought, but instead of a shower, it was sitting beside Joel's drift car.
So I've just gone through and nipped all of the bolts up. I'm gonna wait like 20 minutes for the RTV to cure a bit more, and then we'll go through and tighten them all up properly. Now I'm just gonna put in the studs for the water pump pulley. I need 2 nuts. I found 2 nuts. I dropped mine and lost them a long time ago.
Sounds about right. Damn, from this angle you look tall.
What a joke.
I was only trying to help your confidence, mate.
Help my confidence here. You start out with saying from this angle. I'm a short motherfucker, right? I get it.
Yeah, you fit in the whole, like, standing right there, you fit, like, top to bottom of the camera. Like, fuck, what do you call it? Like, the RTV is now cured enough.
And my belly's full.
Yes. Joel also fed me some eggs.
Yeah.
So I'm a poor, starving African child.
I lost the 1/4 inch.
There.
I found the 1/4 inch. Right, so now we're going to put the timing belt on. Fresh Gates Racing one.
Yeet. No, we're not. Ugh. Bend over.
That good.
Now it's putting the spring. Gonna take like a million attempts like it did with Billy's motor.
Possibly. Nope. How good. I'm not so tight tonight. Well, should we piss the internet off and put it backwards?
Yes. Nah, you should just like ignore the timing marks on the belt and just put it on. However,
Sounds like a plan.
surely that will upset somewhat someone with a bit of OCD.
I should have done this first, actually.
I was about to ask when you were gonna do that.
Do you know what I'm gonna do?
The fucking pulley thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do know. The second you picked up the belt, it's the first thing that came into my mind.
Alright, we'll just fuck that off and pretend like I did this from the start.
He's gonna cut that so it looks like he did that from the start because YouTube. You guys miss out on half the fun.
Now that you said that, you may as well just leave it in.
I like your thinking.
Now the internet's gonna fucking know that I don't actually know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no. Usually stuff like this takes like hours for Joel because he's a... Can't say that word. He's Joel. This will be much easier if this was like a God's motor, like the SR.
Get out of this workshop now and don't come back.
Alright.
At least I got the belt on first
Oh,
try.
I missed it.
Lines up. Lines up. Lines up. Fuck on, how good.
And now instead of like turning it over with your hands, what you need to do is go get in the car and just turn it over, and if you've got it wrong, you'll bend a valve.
Nah, you won't bend a valve if it's a tooth off.
Oh, I'll put the belt back on for you. Yes.
Oh, I went too far. Oh wait, no.
No, just spin it backwards. You went too far.
She's in time. She spun round twice. We're good to go.
I wasn't recording any of that.
I can see it recording.
Fuck. You know what triggers me?
What?
The line for the timing mark is like a tooth and a bit out.
Yeah, like once you line it up to the marks on the cams and you spin it twice, you're not looking for the...
No, you're looking for that to line up with there. I know. It just triggers me. This shit is dirty.
Do you want to clean it?
No, I've already done that with Billy's once, and I put a lot of effort into it, and that's just going to get dirty again.
Yeah, it is.
Drift car things. This is the face of a man with AIDS.
You're gonna get me demonetized, man.
I'm sorry.
Oh, how good.
I'll stop the not so family friendly comments and remarks.
I mean, it's all staying in the video, but I might get a flag for this video.
Okay, I'll remember this for future videos. I won't say the first thing that comes into my head. No, all you need to do is like put like a thing at the start of the video, like a warning about AIDS and how it's bad and how you don't want it.
I don't think the people need a warning for that. I think most people just know that AIDS is pretty bad.
Like, but what if you're like a collector and you're like,
a collector of what? Fucking human diseases.
yes, like Quagmire from Family Guy.
Oh yeah, cartoon show.
Yeah, I aspire to be like that. Did you forget something?
Did you forget something?
No, I didn't forget nothing.
I mean, I didn't really forget it because it could have been put on afterwards. Doesn't really matter which orientation that goes on, it still fits.
Oh.
See, cover's in place. It's harder to get off because you can't like really get in behind it as easy, but look at that.
You really didn't need to pull it off to like prove a point there.
Nah, I did, because fuck you, that's why.
Hey, you're gonna get yourself flagged with that swearing, mate. You should do it like a... What do I call it? Like a speed run on how quickly you can get flagged on YouTube.
I'd rather not.
This is a pod filter.
Tips with Anthony.
Yes. I am the god of all RBs.
I mean, you got a pretty cool one, so
Yeah.
the title somewhat, fits.
But it also doesn't, because like I went into buying that car just like knowing almost nothing about RBs, because I went for a ride in it and I was like, nah, this is way too cool, I gotta buy it.
Oh no, can't put that on yet. Haven't put the cam bolt in.
Do you remember the
That
torque
would have been
spec?
bad.
That would have been. Do you remember the torque spec for it?
No, I don't.
Well, you should remember it. You only did it a couple of weeks ago.
I know, I did those two.
Isn't
those
it?
as
It's like
well
100
a couple
and
weeks
like...
ago. I think it's 119.
Yeah, yeah.
Something like that.
I think it was 119.
Join us back in 2 seconds when we look this up.
Right, this time you insert the SpongeBob thing to 2 minutes later. Alright? Fuck, hold on.
No.
Alright, we're back. It's 132 newton meters. I was a little off, so...
He also left his torque wrench on, so there might be some drive shaft.
Drive shaft's not connected, that's why. You'll have to put your foot on the brakes.
Brakes? What's that gonna do?
Stop the car from moving. Front brakes. You put your foot on the brake. It locks the front wheels.
But how's that supposed to stop the engine moving when you're trying to tighten that?
Oh, fuck, that's right.
No, drive shaft bolts.
That had a brain fart. You're right. You're right, Anthony. You are very right.
I told you, I'm the RB god.
I don't know how we're going to tighten this.
Could literally just put anything through 2 of the drive shaft bolt things, and then that will hold enough for you to do that.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to jack the back of the car up now.
Oh, your life's so difficult. Right, so here we have a piece of shit. And here we have a piece of shit. And here we have,
Get a real close up of the
RFB Daily. This here, ladies and gents, is also a piece of shit. That motor is getting thrown in the bin. It's a piece of shit. That's the only thing it's good for. It's an RB sampling. Did you just kick me?
I did just kick you.
That wasn't very nice. I'll one out somebody's tiny and it wouldn't be fair.
Who's?
Joel's not good at being a mechanic and he needs my help, so Sam's gonna film.
No. It was lined up, now it's not.
Oh, well, now it is. Sort of.
Needs to go down a little bit, yeah. Alright, yep. Cheers.
Camera's around the wrong way. I had it pointing at my face. So you can get some real ugly mug shot of my face.
Oh, that's going to be a great way to start off this clip.
If you get thirsty at the track, you just pop this off.
Yeah. I might not even upgrade to a proper overflow bot, I reckon.
Honestly, this thing is gangster. It's not going... Never mind that.
The top was zip tied to the radiator and of course support that bolts here, so it actually will not go anywhere when that's on, but just bring in a little bit of RFB, you know?
We here at Joel Cowper Incorporated do not support the use of RFB.
Only sometimes. Very select small cases.
Name one. Okay, this is the only acceptable RFB. Temporarily.
Yeah, no, I do plan on getting a legit overflow. Things sorted out.
Get your like catch can overflow made into one. Then it's just like easier. Less shit in the way.
Nah, because my radiator overflow comes on this side and my catch can's on that side, and I don't want to run a catch can on this side. And there's no point in running a line all the way over, especially when there's like a nice spot here for it. Fuck you, Anthony.
That's what I say to you. Now, whenever you're putting a harmonic balancer on, that's what that is, right?
Yep.
Always put it in on the angle so your belts stay extra tight. Correct. What does it need to be talked to?
A decent amount. Nowhere fucking near as much as RB26s, but...
What do RB26s get talked to?
A fucking lot.
Well, that means nothing. That could be like 200. That could be like...
Like a ridiculous amount. Like a lot of To do a RB26 one, you need to like have a torque wrench that's like fucking that long. It's insane.
No, the guys doing them just aren't strong enough. Go to the gym.
115 foot-pound. What did I say? 115.
115.
115. It's 155 newton meters.
How are you sitting like that? Still an extra 20 for good measure. Alright, you can sit there and struggle with that. I will get in it. Oh, did you want to film?
Yeah, you're probably stronger than me.
Oh, fuck! I thought I was still getting in the car! This is not acceptable.
Have fun. Piece of piss, mate.
I just leant on it. I didn't even like. I just leant. See, what you need to do to be able to do stuff like this is get some of this. You'll be right.
It's the next day on, and I'm going to wrap this video up here. This morning, I got the rest of the front of the motor back together. I went and got new nuts, washers, and spring washers to hold the water pump pulley on, because previously I just had nuts and washers on there. So because it's spinning so fast, I decided to go and pick up some spring washers. And yeah, while I was there, I decided to just get some nice, fresh new nuts. I also got new bolts, new button head bolts and washers to hold the trigger plate on. Previously just had a mismatched bolt, so tidied that up a little bit. And yeah, we got the belts and stuff back on. And yeah, it's all good to go. Tomorrow night's video, you guys can expect us working on the Laurel. It'll be probably the final video that we do with the Laurel for quite some time, because we are going to be ripping the motor and gearbox out of it. Yeah, sending the Laurel off to storage for a little while. You guys will see that car again, but yeah, it won't be for quite a while. And then video after that, hopefully I will be pulling the intake manifold off of this, because the other day I went and picked up a new throttle body. As I said in a previous video, I wanted to go down from the 80mm throttle body that I have to this one here, which is a 70mm one. But to do that, I've got to take the intake manifold off and get this little plate that's on the manifold here welded onto the manifold, and then we can bolt the throttle body to that plate. So yeah, I've got to take the manifold off to do that. Also be taking the hot side apart, because as I said at the start of the video, I have a Synco manifold to go onto this, along with a 44mm wastegate. We got Matsuri next week, so time is pretty short, but yeah, we should be able to get it all done, and I can't wait to rip on this thing again. So that'll be it for this one, guys. Cheers for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.